Hey, hi, Ryan.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. It is so exciting to be doing this with you today.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so everybody, we're going to dive right in. Ryan Allaire, let me tell you a little bit about him. He has been a part of million-dollar product launches and built several multi-million-dollar companies. Business has always actually been a huge part of Ryan's life. He currently tours major cities, helping entrepreneurs take their business to the next level. He can propel your business forward with constantly evolving resources for the most effective inbound marketing, lead generation, and content creation. A philanthropist at heart, he loves to be part of projects that help change people's lives, empowering them to make a difference in the world. I am so looking forward to hearing this amazing and unique marketing strategy that you've outlined for me. And I'm sure everybody's going to really get a lot out of this. Shall we get started, Ryan?
Perfect. Let's get started. Thank you, Julie, for the introduction. It was a great job. And yeah, I'm real excited to be here with you with World Love Week, with what Ken's doing. Excuse me. I think it's amazing. So I'm real excited to get started. I've always have a quick checklist here. Oh, let me switch over to so you can see my screen.
All right.
Just want to confirm you can see everything. Oh, let's go over
Yeah.
here.
And I just wanted to, while he's setting that up, I just wanted to say thank you, Totalpreneur Courses, for putting
Yes.
on World Love Week.
Yes.
This is great. This is a part of the World Love Week course series or presentation series, and it's packed with content.
Yes.
Totally free, viewed live. So we're excited to be contributing to World Love Week. And Ryan, just whenever you're ready to start your screen share, let's get going.
Perfect. Sounds great. Again, I can't agree with you more there. Ken's a great guy, and that whole project he's doing is awesome. So let's get started. The first question I have for you, and it is blank blank dead. Now, you might be wondering what this is, so I'll leave you in about 30 seconds of suspense before I cover that. And it's very important that a topic that we'll cover to make sure that you really grasp these marketing methods. Like Julie said, they are unique. It's something that no one else is teaching online. So today's going to be great. Let's get ready. And like we just mentioned, it's going to be a lot different. I'm teaching something that no one else is teaching online. And the reason why is because not too many people are really conquering this area that are involved in the online marketing and internet marketing community. So make sure you grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes, because I'm going to cover some things with Julie's help today, and it's going to be impactful on your business if you apply what it is that I teach. And that's the one challenge I have for you today, is to go ahead, take what I have to share with you and apply it. Apply it to something in your business, on a project you're working on an affiliate marketing promotion that you're doing, whatever it is. Just take action and apply, and I promise you and guarantee it, you will see some results. So, who am I and why should you listen to me? Julie did a great job introducing me. Right here is me speaking on stages in front of tons and tons of people. This is me speaking at a sold out small workshop. And my name is Ryan Allaire. I'm married, have a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter, and very blessed to be able to work, and now I have an office and employees, but started off this project at my home, working from home, and had a vision and built that vision now to a $1 million company, which I'm proud of and take a lot of pride in what I do. So I own a successful marketing company, and marketing is my background. I haven't had a massive product launch in over 6 years, and that's very odd in this industry of people that are promoting their next shiny object, the next best thing, and they do product launches every other week because that's how they create their income, and that's how they sustain in this industry. Where me, I don't do that, and the reason for that is because I know effective marketing methods that generates leads, buyers, and sales for me. And believe it or not, this does it, or this process does it for me almost on autopilot. I just pretty much micromanage the process now, and that's how I'm able to build the income that I build. Currently, I'm traveling around the whole entire nation teaching these marketing methods. And I have spoken at some of the world's most elite marketing conferences, workshops. One of them in particular was over $1 million in ticket sales. So people paid a lot of money to come and not just hear me speak. Let me humble myself. And it wasn't for me, to be honest. It was a group of people that were speaking. And the reason why they paid this amount of money, though, is because everyone that was speaking knew something or was producing results in an industry that was being noticed. So we were called upon and created this event that was extremely successful. People learned a lot, and even more importantly, people were able to take action and make a ton of money from what it was that we were teaching and making money with. And I tell you this not to boast or brag. Honestly, I enjoy making my money, which is a lot of it, behind the scenes, with nobody knowing about it. That's just the way I prefer it. That's the way I have done it, and that's the way I've been doing it for the last 6 years. But I figured I needed to share with people something no one else is teaching. And the reason why I need to share this is because I'm selfishly using these methods for myself. I want to really allow people to see what I'm doing and be able to transform your life. I was there with a few $100 in my pocket, not sure what to do. Now my wife, then my fiance, really wondering, okay, should I find another job? Should I work 2 jobs? Should I get 3 jobs? I knew I wanted to live a lifestyle that I wanted, but didn't have the means to do so. So I was able to figure that out with these exact methods that I'm teaching you today on this training. So with that being said, here's the big question. Is direct mail dead? And this isn't the actual gravesite of direct mail. And the reason for that is because I promise you direct mail marketing is not dead. It's a statement that a lot of entrepreneurs in the online marketing community say, and they say that for one reason and one reason only. And they're saying that because they haven't truly cracked the nut to online marketing. I know personally people that make high 6, even 7 figures a month in the online marketing community that think this. And the reason for that is kind of valid. I know them, and they've spent 10, 20, even as high as $30,000 on launching direct mail campaigns that have been nothing but a wash. They didn't produce an ROI for them. They've lost money. Some of them broke even with a bunch of headache, so it wasn't worth the amount of money that was made off of it. And that's the reason why that phrase is thrown around today. But I promise you, it's alive and well, utilizing the direct mail industry to its fullest potential, and doing so with 6-figure months. And again, I want to reiterate, the only people that are saying direct mail is dead are the ones that aren't using it properly, point blank. I'll show you proof today. And just to show you some screenshots of this was just taken within the last few weeks. Here's $29,484.32 in 5 days, and it was actually well over it was close to $35,000 mark that I made in this week, the 7-day period. Here's one account that I pulled from with focusing directly on a direct mail campaign. So I want to show you. I mean, these methods are alive and well, and they're working, and to the tune of 6-figure months. And that's my main thing I want to tell you guys, because I want to show you what's working, and I want to show you it in a way so you can duplicate and replicate the results that I'm getting. So some people might be on this call just wondering, what is direct mail marketing, which is a very fine question. I understand. I didn't understand the direct mail industry myself when I first got involved in this whole make money from home industry, or wanting to grow your business with local businesses, because they have traditional ways of getting customers with, again, I hear and see of everything with clients, and me personally use it, that are outside of the direct mail industry that people are using to produce sales, leads, customers with. So I want to show you exactly how you can do this in the direct mail industry as well, so you can capitalize on your marketing methods and pull higher ROIs, and we're going to cover all these things. So direct mail, to simply put it, It's marketing that comes to you in the mail, typically in a sales letter, postcard, or flyer form. I'm sure as you see this, there's a mailbox full of mail, and this is probably a weekend delivery where we get flyers, brochures, pamphlets, postcards, magazines, letters, all different types of marketing methods that are being sent to us from local businesses, maybe stuff you've signed up for and were interested in, maybe supplement companies if you've ever dealt or worked with them. Again, the options on this, the local restaurants, fast food restaurants, hair salons, and that's the thing with this is everyone is using it because it is effective. But in the make money from home, or even network marketers, or even different industries that I've been working with lately aren't using it because they haven't been able to successfully crack the nut and truly produce results with this. So I'm going to cover some effective marketing methods that generated over $30,000 in a 7-day period. Now, again, I want to step away from these numbers and this hype, because truly I don't like operating that way. I want to put the money where my mouth is and show you what I'm doing works. So we're going to cover, and I want you to learn from my mistakes. This is extremely important. This mistake in particular cost me over $7,000. And if you're able to learn from my mistakes and not do the same thing that I did that was so costly, I'll be a real happy person, and so will you, because you can do what's effective and what's working. So I want to show you effective ways to market using direct mail. There's very specific things you need to do to truly leverage the direct mail industry and pull back returns on investments with mailings that I want to cover, so you can do it as well. I'm going to show you properly merging direct mail and online marketing. And I call this inbound marketing with other companies because that's a form of inbound marketing that I utilize, and I want to show you how you can capitalize on this form of marketing as well. I want to show you what's EDDM. Now, it's an acronym, and I'm going to leave that at that for now until we cover that. And it's a really cool marketing method, especially for local businesses or anyone with a product or service looking to get out in a mass area or region. So I want to show you that. And then I want to show you what I call double down marketing. Now, this right here increases conversions by 300% in my case studies. It's huge, and I really want to emphasize on utilizing double down marketing so you can also see these returns on your marketing and see results as well. And more importantly, I want to show you, last but not least, how you can profit from these methods personally, and or how to make money showing these methods to other people, local businesses, as an affiliate marketer, as promoting your own product, services, or whatever it is that you're selling. You can utilize these methods in doing so. So let's just start off with the very first thing, and that's learning from my mistakes. Here's a big mistake on an eraser, because if I was able to erase this mistake, I would. First, let me share the mistake with you that I made that cost me over $7,000. And I know it was really tough pill to swallow. I was very upset about it. But you know what, guys? I want to share something with you really quick. The thing that I learned in this process, and I believe everything that happens in life is a learning lesson. You can look at it in two ways. You can feel sorry for yourself, pat yourself on the back, and let it affect you in a way that you turn your back on what it is that you're passionate about, or whatever it is that you're trying to conquer, and you're scared and out of fear, don't want to deal with it. Or B, you can use it as a learning lesson and as a stepping block to achieving success, to being able to step and a stepping stone to truly be able to leverage what it is that you're after. And that's what I went ahead and did with this. Not to get all inspirational or Tony Robbins on you, but it's truly been a learning lesson for me that has been impactful for my family, for myself, and I would have walked away from hundreds of thousands of dollars if I would have let this mistake defeat me. So
that is totally the right attitude. I mean, all we can do is be the best we can be and learn from that and move forward. And as long as we keep doing that, we will make progress. So
You're right,
awesome.
Julie. You're right.
Expensive experience,
Yes,
learning opportunity, but you learn.
for sure. And you know what? And maybe it doesn't even need to be an expensive one, right? It could be something that, I mean, I know people that said, oh, you know what? I published my first website, or I launched my first product, and it didn't have any hard cost in it, but they let a few mistakes that they made in that product launch or in that publication that didn't succeed, or wasn't when I mean succeed, it didn't pull back money, and then they give up. And that's the worst thing you can do in anything in life, in my opinion, is to give up on something that you're passionate about and something that you really want to make work. Because trust me, I mean, I failed a lot, and I had a lot of failures to get to the point to where I'm at today. I mean, right now I'm blessed. I'm looking over a beautiful fountain with a beautiful scene in a office building. Actually, the wing that I lease out was the wing of CEOs and presidents of Chiquita Banana, which is really odd, but it is. And their headquarters was in the building that I lease out. And my wing is what they call the executive wing. And I'm blessed. I look around and I say, wow, how far have I came to just not being able to pay bills or managing money to paycheck, from truly living a freedom lifestyle to where I'm able to travel with my wife, my daughter. I travel several times a month, and I do so from the business that I've built, and I'm just so thankful for it. So that's my main focus on sharing with everyone on this.
We are very thankful that you are willing to share this with us, because we're all us entrepreneurs are really working on moving forward.
Yeah, let's do it together. And I'm a sponge as well. Anything people have to show me, Julie, the stuff that you're doing with Skype, I just want to absorb and see what you're doing. And I'm the same exact way. I'm learning every single day. I feel like the second you're not learning, you're taking steps back in business and life.
I consider it, not to distract it all from what you're saying, and continue really quick, but I just want to say that I consider what we online marketers are doing is actually a process of human evolution. Right. In serving. I mean, it's about social entrepreneurship is about serving and doing good in the world. Mm-hmm. We need to build our businesses and have our incomes in order to be able to afford to serve and improve the world. And in the process, with the mindset piece and everything, this is a process of human evolution and elevating ourselves to our highest potential. With that said, let me not interrupt. I just wanted to contribute to that.
Completely. You're 100% right. So, anyways, first but not least, so we want to cover this mistake that I made, right? And here's the biggest thing I would recommend before you get involved with direct mail. You want to make sure that the formatting of the mailing is accurate and it's appealing. This was, which I will call a newbie mistake, which is really funny because I've had success in this industry for many, many years, and I made this mistake. So I was far from a newbie. I've built 7-figure incomes with partnerships and companies that I co-created and co-launched, and I still made this mistake. So make sure you know what's going out, and that's extremely, extremely important. I would compare this to the online marketing industry, where I'm sure everyone on this call or on this training is very familiar with. And I would compare it to email marketing, where you would never buy a solo ad, broadcast, or a media buy through email marketing and not provide a subject line. Because what's going to happen if there's no subject line? The open rates are going to be cut in half, if not even more, 70, 80% of the open rates that potentially wouldn't be there. So same as that concept comes from direct mail, where the goal is getting as many open rates as possible on your marketing, because obviously law of numbers, the more people that open it, the more people that see it that you're serving, the more money you make. Same concept with online marketing applies to direct mail offline marketing. So I'm going to show you what happened here. My mail house calls me up and tells me a way I can save some serious money. He knows I was doing a lot of direct mail marketing. He knew, because I pay him, the amount of money that I spend. And he said, you know what, Ryan, I have a great way you can save some money, which he had my ear when he said that. And he said, let me show you something that will cut out 25, 35% of your hard costs. I said, perfect, let's do it. So the moral,
so that second bullet means if you hadn't listened to him, you would have saved thousands.
exactly.
Right?
So the moral of the story is I wish I had a time machine, because if I had a time machine, I wouldn't have done this, and I would have saved thousands of dollars, literally. So again, direct mail marketing is very similar to email marketing. Open rates matter. And I had a really low open rate because of the way this format of the marketing went out. So let's play a little game. And I want to see if anyone that's watching this training, the reason why this letter didn't convert. I can give you a couple hints here, and you can see that there's a few things that might that might stick out to you. I know Julie and I talked about this before the call.
I don't want to give it away, because
as I say,
I want to encourage people who are watching to leave a comment. Leave a comment right below, and what do you see? Just look at this, and what do you see?
Right. And then here, you know what? We can play a little game here, and I'll give a couple tips that Julie said. So Julie said she noticed it said pre-sort mail. And she's like, oh, that looks kind of strange, which she was onto something when she said that, because I showed her this before. And I said, wow, Julie, I got to give it to you, because you're leaps and bounds above some people, because they would have said, I don't see anything whatsoever. And which is very common. And if I wasn't in the industry producing six figures in this industry, I would say the same thing. Like, okay, what's wrong with it? It's an envelope. There's only so many things you can do. Have a return address, have a physical mailing address, and postage. What more can you do? And then let me show you.
And we're just talking the red and those are. Oh,
yes. So just a heads up, the red cross out is just for privacy purposes. This is a lead that I purchased. So the way how direct mail works is you lease out leads, and then you're able to go ahead and mail to these leads one time. It's a one-time buyer rental, and then when you mail that person, that's it. So technically, you're just leasing to have access to them. Very, very seldom you can actually buy buyer files. And if so, it's very expensive. For the most part, list brokers or list owners hold these lists to their heart very closely, because this is how they make their money. So they're not just selling them. They put them on the market for buyer files, or as buyer files for list brokers to rent out for them. And it's just a one-time usage. You pay, depending on the lead, anywhere from 10 cents to as high as 17 to 20 cents per lead, depending on a prospect to a buyer file to someone interested. There's different categories that they rate the lead, where that affects the amount of money you're spending as a business owner renting it. So anyways,
how do they prevent you from using it again?
Yep, great question, Julie. And funny, so just we have time, so I'll cover that. They have what they call in the industry of direct mail seeding the list. So, for example, I don't know if this Aurora, Colorado address is the actual list broker. So they have addresses all throughout the U.S. that they seed, and then they put a distinct name, or it could be initials, or I don't know. That's the thing. We don't know how they're seeding it. And the actual name of the lead. So if they see that name come across more than once, they know that you're using that file more than once, and then they automatically hit your credit card for that amount of the list. And then they'll blacklist you and blackball you, and you won't be able to utilize their services anymore.
They should just have terms of service where it's like, every time you use these addresses, you get charged this much.
Yeah, they do, but they feel like you're being, which I agree with them in a way, like dishonorable. So not only do they charge you for it, but they throw a penalty on it because you're using it outside of the terms. And I get it. I mean, they're again, these list owners that acquire these spend tons of money to acquire them. So it's just like
valuable. I mean, that indicates they must actually work.
Again, they are, and they do. I mean, you can do local business buyer files. You can do buyer files of weight loss, people looking for weight loss supplements. You can do buyer files for people looking to buy a home. I mean, any way you can think of, they have buyer files for an industry. And what I would compare it to is the online marketing community. Now, this will be the language of people in the IM world, because let's say you're doing a solo ad buy, right? For 1,000 clicks for several $700, which is about 70 cents a click, is pretty accurate for an effective list. I mean, you can do them a lot lower, but They call that quote unquote junk traffic. And same deal, I can get leads for 1-2 pennies, but they call that junk mail. That's just junk buyers, and it's people that aren't going to convert. So anyways, let's say you log into that solo ad provider's email account and start sending out emails on your stuff without paying them. They'll be very upset. That's something that they've cost them money to acquire on surveying leads or attracting buyers, which cost them money for marketing to bring these buyers in. Same as that concept happens offline, where a lot of the time these are people that are in the industry that are selling similar products. Julie?
I was just wanting to write down a question, so I muted my.
Oh, funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, it cut out. I'm like, oh no, I lost you. Anyway, so just very, very similar to the online marketing community. If they went ahead and if you got involved or got access to an email list that you were abusing, people would be upset about it because they have hard costs involved with getting those buyers and leads. So same as that concept, they seed it and they track it that way. So anyways, here's the very, very first letter that cost me a bunch of money. Now, here's the envelope that converted very well. Julie, you went quiet again. Are you muted? Just a heads up. Hello?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, yep, no issue. Okay.
Because if I type, then it'll distract the sound.
So feel free to mute yourself. I just wanted to confirm.
Okay, yes, I'm here.
Okay, perfect. So here's an envelope that converted very well. Now, if you see this right here, and actually I'll compare them side by side, but there's a lot of stuff that's different. Again, full disclaimer, this is crossed out to protect the actual lead, and this is crossed out just to protect the source of the place that was being mailed from.
Right. So audience, what do you see when you look at this envelope?
Yes, a lot different. So here, let's go from here to here. Quite a bit, right? Let's take it a step further. Were you able to see the difference? Is the question. And let's do them side by side. Now, if you see, there's quite a bit of difference here. And now that I have them pointed out, there's 5 or 6 different things. Right here, there's no name in just a P.O. box. I've learned, and I knew this originally, but again, the reason why I was able to save money was because what the mail house does is they just don't even format it. They just upload your information and they spit it out as fast as possible. So they're skipping a lot of things that they normally would do. Where, for example, with my billing address was associated to a P.O. box, so they just throw in the billing address for what I was selling, which is still accurate because the mailing will come back, or it's associated to me, but it's a P.O. box and not an actual address of an office or of a place that's more trusted. So the piece that converted really well, so this envelope pulled a great response or a good response, had a name associated to it. It had a full address. This one had no name in a P.O. box. Some people think, oh, if you're hiding behind a P.O. box, there's a reason for that. It must not be a legitimate business. And people, it just causes skepticism, which you want to alleviate or take away when acquiring sales. Something that Julie pointed out when I first showed her this was the postage. This is called meter mail. This meter printed bulk postage. So you pay less for it, where I'm able to save money, but people know quote unquote junk mail is associated with meter mail or stuff that's just mass printed. So sometimes they don't even open up that letter because they see that and throw it right away. So I used first class postage.
Absolutely. If I saw something with an actual first class postage on it, I would be curious. I would open it for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one big thing. Again, reason why this is up here, so that there's a So there's a 3-digit code, a lead code up here, and then it's in dual font. And again, I was telling you guys how the mail house just throws it all together and prints it out. So there's lead codes, which is that 3. I can't even read it from here, but it's a 800 and a 3-digit 800 number, which they just format it to get it printed off and spit out. Then they have this like little barcode below it, and it's just looks really generic. It looks like it's some type of junk mail being processed and shipped out, massively done. I have no distraction from the lead code, and it's crossed out, but right here is the first name, last name, and it's in a nice handwritten font. It's like a cursive font that it almost looks like, that I used, and I put a personalized message that says very important, notice enclosed. So people say, okay, there must be a notice of some kind. It must be, there's a reason why they're sending me this, and I see a statement. So getting back to the online marketing, internet marketing analogy, if you're not getting good open rates, it's affecting your conversion rates on a huge, sales in a huge way. It's very effective if you're able to structure it differently, and you'll see better results. So again, this is not brain surgery. It's very simple. But mistakes I see people make, they get discouraged and they never do a mailing again. Just like how you can take courses on copywriting and for email deliverability. The biggest thing they teach you before you write this great copy and content inside of an email is to have an action step or a action-packed headline. If you're in the weight loss industry, amazing supplement to lose 24 pounds in 1 week. So if you're looking to lose weight, you see that in your email box, boom, grabs your attention. It's action-packed. Let me see what this is. Same concept with the envelope. I see people put real edgy things. I don't prefer that way. I've seen it where someone was selling something to a network marketer list, and it's a guarantee to build your downline by 100%. Now, that's, again, very edgy. I don't do that because if that person's downline doesn't get increased by 100%, you're in trouble. So I prefer not to operate that way. I'm just very more or less casual, but I see stuff like that for supplements, with supplement sales letters, lose weight overnight, guaranteed, and that will be on the envelope. I'm just more modest. I say important notice enclosed to get their attention and get them to open it up.
Right.
So anyways, so the envelope is half the battle. And again, if you don't have this part down, we've said it 20 times now, the envelope won't get opened. And like Julie mentioned, your sales rates drop, your conversions drop, and we want that to be structured in a way to where we're getting mass opens and people taking action. Now, the other half of the battle is the sales letter and postcard format. And now I'm using these examples because these are the most common direct mail marketing pieces, is sales letters, postcards. People send out flyers. They send out what's called lumpy mail, which is really cool. You can do some really oddball things, which actually get crazy high conversion rates, but it costs 4 or 5, sometimes 10 to 20 times the amount of money to send out. So I only do those lumpy mail, which I'm not covering in this presentation, but I only do those methods for high-end buyer files that people that I know are proven, and it makes sense for me to send $8 to $10 piece of mail. It can to them, so it could be some type of gift. So I have $6 or $7 hard cost into that, plus another 3 or 4 in shipping. It makes sense to invest $10 on a marketing piece for a high-end buyer when you're looking to attract $1,500, $2,000. So again, for the stuff that I'm doing right now, where it's more broad, and if you compare it to a funnel, right? And you have the top of the funnel trying to bring in prospects and people interested, and then you bring them down to sales, and then you go lower and lower and lower in the funnel. The lumpy mail would be about more than halfway down, because those are proven buyers, people that have already spent money, and I use lumpy mail when people buy from me on a follow-up process, which again I don't cover in this particular training. I go all into that in detail here in a little bit with some resources that you guys can take advantage of. But let's cover the sales letter and postcard format. Now, again, this is not rocket science or brain surgery. Very simple. Structuring your sales letter. Make sure you follow this format. You have a headline, subheadline, body, closing. In the headline, you want to get their attention. Again, I like to use the weight loss industry because that's a very popular niche. And lose 24 pounds in 20 days with this amazing supplement. Maybe a subheadline will be a statement following up the headline. And one more time, let me backtrack a little bit here. The headline could be a question, and a lot of times it is a question or a really, really bold statement. So do you want to lose 24 pounds in 20 days? Well, of course I do. I just was looking for information on losing weight. So the subheadline, great, find out how to lose 24 pounds in 20 days with my amazing supplement or with this amazing pill. Okay, great. So that's an action-packed statement following that question. Then in the body, you want to tell a story. And in that story, then you'll start to open up after you relate to that buyer and then give your closing, which is a call to action. Again, do you want to lose 24 pounds in 20 days? Great. Check out the supplement. And then you tell a story on how Margaret and Jim and Mark and Edward lost 24 pounds in 20 days with the supplement, how you're giving them these stories and all these background details on the supplement. And then here comes the closing. Great. Call to action. Get your 6-month supply of this amazing supplement to lose 24 pounds in 20 days for $59.95. And then you're giving them a call to action to acquire a sale. Now, I want to give you an example of my direct mail sales letter that I use for local business owners, as well as people looking to make money from home, people that are looking to crack the nut on making their first $100 or $200 in the home-based business industry, or people that are looking to build and scale, people that want to take their business from 3 figures to 4 figures, 4 figures to 5 figures, 5 figures to 6 figures, even 6 figures to 7 figures. I help business owners do so. So here's my headline. It's an action-packed question. Are you ready to make some serious money? Okay, if you're an existing business owner to make more money, sure you are. That question relates. Or if you're someone looking to supplement your income at home, or someone that's looking to build an income at home, of course, that question makes sense to you. So you reply back, yeah. Okay, then simply let our powerful system do the work while you get paid over and over again. So from the headline goes to the subheadline. Now, I know we just used this example in the weight loss industry, but I want to show you a live example that I'm doing right now that's getting amazing conversion rates. So we go from the headline to the subheadline to the body. Here's where I start to connect with the reader, what it is that I'm doing in all these different niches and how it is that I'm producing these results in all these different niches so they can implement and produce these results too. Here's a quote that I got from Dan Kennedy, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I'm 85 to 95% sure it came from Dan Kennedy, and that's facts tell, stories sell. Write that down. Facts tell, stories sell. Now, what that quote means is you want to provide facts. People want proof. In some stuff that I do with business owners, I show them my exact campaigns. I open up the marketing campaigns to them and show them the exact numbers. I open up bank statements to show the numbers that came in off those marketing campaigns. Reason why is because, sure, people believe and trust me, but it's hard to not believe when live opening up screenshots, showing them exact campaigns, exact postcard sales letters that are producing results, and then you can't question that. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is right there in front of them. They cannot debate that. So you want to provide facts, but that's not what truly sells them. What requires the sale 9 out of 10 times is a relation. So I call it relational selling. What you want to do is create some type of relationship and connect with that buyer, and the best way to do that is through storytelling. So I start to tell them examples that I'm using. I tell them, oh yeah, by the way, I lost $7,000 with this method. Do not use it. And tell them the story. Show them what happened. But you know what? I made $40,000 with this method. Trust me, use this, do this. And that's how I'm able to connect the dots and help them make money, which entails me getting a sale on my trainings for local business owners that I do. So again, you want to tell facts inside your body, inside the content, but also provide some type of story with it. And the cross between the two is what is what makes a truly successful selling campaign in my experience and everyone else that's having success that I've came in contact with. So that's the first thing that I would really recommend is to reiterate the envelope and then the marketing piece. Again, this stuff seems really easy, But I just want to reiterate this before we go into the nuts and bolts of what's truly making this all happen and the success, because without this, you're not going to be able to see success on the other side, because it all starts off in a fundamental process. And again, it's just one of those deals. You have to you have to crawl before you walk, right? And if you're looking to walk, you must go through that stage before so. And this is that before stage. So the next step that I want to cover is I want to show you some live examples of stuff that I'm doing. I want to show you a postcard that is working for me. And actually, this backtrack, I want to first show you the format of a successful postcard. This is an exact postcard that I created that produced extremely well. Not sure if you guys know a guy named Russell Brunson. He's actually creating the book funnel for Tony Robbins, Anthony Robbins. Not sure if you guys know who he is. If not, you're probably living underneath a rock and it might be depressed. So find out who he is, because he's great at helping spike your interest and also motivate. I mean, great person. I truly recommend. I've never been really huge on that whole on that whole journey and path of personal development. But one thing, when I started making money and learning the true benefit of knowing stuff that is like limited beliefs, stuff that in my head stopped me from going to the next level. And still to this day, my goal is to take 6-figure to 7-figure months. So I want to
prevent you from moving forward. It's very clear.
Yeah. And that's what I've learned is, I mean, so I took it to bring my 3-figure business to 4 figures. Or actually, let's take it back. My 1-figure business to 2 figures, and made my first $20 to $100, $100 to $1,000, to producing over $25,000 in a single day I've made before, to now wanting to make 7 figures in a month. I want to have my first 7-figure day. So anyways, that's just where I'm at. And people have helped me throughout that journey. And one person that has great material is Tony Robbins, that helps you with your limited beliefs. So again, not to get sidetracked here, we want to go over.
So Russell Brunson is actually helping Tony Robbins promote?
Correct. Yep. So
interesting.
So Russell's book did over 25,000 sales, which I'll show you some of those case studies here in a minute. But I was just actually with Russell in Vegas, and that's one of the things he was telling me and several hundred other people was after his book launch. Tony was the first one to call him and congratulate him on the success. And then he said, hey, man, how are you doing this? And Russell said, you know what? Me and my team will do your book funnel for you so you can monetize your book sales. Because, again, everyone's selling something, right? Especially Tony Robbins. He has some high-end packages. So they bring them through a sales funnel, which, again, not to get too far off track, but showing people or showing Tony how to take a front-end book sale buyer to his high-level mastermind / weekend getaways, which are very expensive. So you bring them through a funnel, and that's what Russell's working with Tony on currently. So anyways, getting back to this postcard, this is what I used to promote Russell's free book. There's a attention-grabbing headline. And what I went ahead and did was I did this in Russell's voice. I'm giving you my new book for free. Again, it just gets too complex. Oh, by the way, I'm Ryan Allaire, who's friends with Russell Brunson, who's going to give you his book away for free. That's just way important. Exactly. Not important. I don't need notoriety or again, I prefer being behind the scenes, remember? So I'm giving you my book away for free, just in Russell's voice. And even the other side of the postcard, I signed it as Russell Brunson, which had permission to do so by using the content that he provided for the book promo. And that's what I have. So that's what we went ahead and did, was we provided Russell's copy and content onto a postcard. Then we use the subheadline, get your copy for free right now. And then in some postcards, you even use bullet points. And you want to say, so for example, let's go back to the weight loss. Lose 24 pounds in 20 days. Then maybe some bullet points right here. Safe, effective way. Over 1,000 people have used this. So now you're giving facts and bullet points on your attention-grabbing headline. And then the subheadline, here's how you get it. Call to action, visit this website. Fill out this order form. Send your check to this address. So again, same format, but it's condensed because it's very similar, but there's less text because you have less space to format, copy, and content on. So going back to Russell's book promo, I used email marketing and postcard marketing to sell over 380 books for his book promo. Now, granted, that's a very small percentage of the 25,000 books that were sold. I'm not saying I'm the reason why he had a successful book campaign because I was a small portion to that success.
Ryan.
Yes.
How did you sell 380 books?
But again, that's nothing to just that's a big deal in some people's eyes, and for me personally. And out of those books, I went ahead and did that with a postcard marketing campaign as well as an email marketing campaign, and I used proper ways to merge direct mail and online marketing, which is our next slide. That's how I sold.
What I am so excited about. So imagine getting the people from direct marketing to online marketing and do this magical retargeting inbound marketing stuff. I'm so excited about this.
For sure. So again, I was in, and again, I placed top 10 in Russell's book promo, which was a huge deal to me. I mean, I was going up against guys like Jeff Walker and some really big online marketers, and I placed in the top 10, which some people had sold books in the thousands. It was typically the top affiliates were in the several hundred to 500 range, and I'll show you some cool stuff about that here in a little bit. But I was able to do that though by using existing online buyer files, targeting them to campaigns that were very specific to Russell's offer, which was a free book, and then I gave them a call to action. So some people said, no, you know what, this looks cool. I hit the website, but it's not for me. And then what I went ahead and did was I used a retargeting marketing campaign to follow back up with those clients using Facebook ads. But you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself right now. That's in the next chapter. Right now, I want to show you how to properly merge direct mail and online marketers. But before that, I want to show you the EDDM method, which stands for
okay. We're not done with the direct mail piece.
So yeah, because we want to learn how to acquire the buyer or person before we retarget them.
Get the traffic to the website.
Correct. Yep. So now, again, disclaimer, I didn't use this for Russell's book promo because I used an inbound list, but this is what I do for local businesses. So going back to the pizza delivery or pizza companies to get pizza delivered to your house, or to hair salons to get a haircut, local businesses that are in your community right now, I want to show you how they can attract buyers and then how you can profit from that. So one or two ways: become an affiliate and structure a deal where if there's a local product or service that you're passionate about and think people need, say, I want a profit on everything that comes through the door through my marketing efforts. Or B, you say, listen, I've watched Ryan's training with Julie hosting it. I'm now an expert in this field. I want $5,000. No, I'm kidding. Before you go that bold, which, trust me, you can get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for consulting contracts with local businesses. But practice this first and get your feet wet before you just knock on the lawyer's office down the road telling them that you want this big amount of money, which I'll show you how to do that here in a little bit. But let's go ahead and, again, let's crawl before we walk. So I'm going to show you a way how to use every door direct mail. Now, write this down real fast. It's www.uspps.com/business/every-door-direct-mail.htm. Now, this is a very important website because this will show you a lot of great resources, and it's free to use this tool. It's something that the U.S. Post Office supplies us with, and when you go to that website, you will land here, and they're going to say, advertise with every door direct mail. So this is where you do a mass marketing mailing. Again, people that use this: lawyers' offices, local restaurants, local pizza shops, local hair salons. Any type of local business truly thrives off this. But something that I've noticed is also products. There's this, it's funny, I just got it today, a postcard for Gorilla Storages, which is like a storage unit that you can fold up yourself. And the Northwest areas, these are very important because people accumulate a lot of stuff throughout the winter because you're cooped up in your house and you're looking to get away from negative 40-degree weather. So you just throw everything in the garage and it's all disorganized. Well, this local Gorilla or this Gorilla storage unit deal, you can put up a storage unit in your front yard in a matter of minutes by buying this Gorilla storage, and they're marketing it locally because they know it meets the demographics. So it makes sense for them to market it. So you can use this for other key products or services as well if it fits the demographics for that area. And in the Northwest, in Wisconsin, it makes sense to go ahead and get this so you can clear everything out of your garage that you threw in there throughout the winter, reorganize and put stuff back, get rid of whatever it is. So right here, you want to click on advertise with every door direct mail and put in a zip code. Here, Julie, what's your zip code?
Maybe we should use Seattle.
Here, I'll use mine.
You use yours.
Oh yeah, so what's
Forest? I mean,
that's
you can
right.
use 98528. That's Belfair, and then just slide the map over toward.
So is that very popular? So here, let's just start right here because I'm in a small town too, but it's still some demographics. What you do is now you want to click on the areas that you're interested, right? And you can it shows you the route, the city, rural, PO box. You can uncheck different things, check them in. It shows you the if it's residential or commercial. So again, get very targeted. You can promote only to businesses or residential. So you could send out a postcard saying, "You want more leads, sales, and buyers? I'll give them to you. Contact me," and then you can set up a consulting contract and get money from local businesses. Or if you have a product like a CPA company does these methods to all the businesses, need someone to do your bookkeeping for you. I see these being plastered everywhere come before April when it's tax season. So you can do residential or business. You can go ahead and do the age. So you can break down age demographics in certain age groups, which again, very great tools. So you can make sure you're coming up and marketing to the right marketplace. Here's something that I've learned from someone that I work with. It's called message market match. So you have a message, you want to market that message, but the biggest thing to that message in the marketing is the match. And if you have an insurance offer such as AARP, you want to be at least at 55 to 75, right? Because someone that's going to be coming up to that shortly, and then someone that's there, and then someone that is already there. So again, that's a match for your marketing. Then it shows you the size of the household, the income. So if you come over here to this zip code and you start hovering over and clicking certain areas, it'll give you how many deliverability or how many total addresses this marketing piece can be delivered to. So for me to market to people, and then in this demographics, and it shows you 55 to 74 is 15%. So you know what? That might not be my biggest marketplace. So let's make that more broad, 25 to 75. And that's now a bigger percentage of about 61%. So if I have something that's more for the adult, so it could be, again, food, local restaurants. You know that majority of people eating these, that can eat or have enough money to pay for their food, would get a postcard for your business. And it shows you other demographics, even the average income, the average size of the household. So 2.6 people, which is a smaller household. So you say, again, have your marketing be a direct match to them. There's 25 businesses. There's 374 residents. So you can get real targeted. Then you can even scale your marketing to other areas. So I'm going to start clicking on different regions, and now you see stuff starts growing. Right here is $71,000, $51,000 is in this area, $71,000 in this area. You start showing more and more different areas that have people might have more money or bigger household sizes, and then it shows you how much it's going to cost you to market to these people. So to hit out 2,116 postcards or sales letters or whatever it is that you're marketing, it's going to cost you about $387. Now, this cost right here is just the postage. For every door direct mail, they structure a price point because the government's trying to give back to local businesses and things like that. So they're keeping in mind that is probably a local business that's marketing to a EDDM campaign. But you have to factor in a postcard cost or a sales letter cost, which will be a little bit more money because you have to have that printed and created. So whatever your marketing content is on, you have to calculate that as well. But again, it's not very much money to go ahead and hit a big mass market, and then also to get all this information on that market can be very effective. So what I would recommend is to take your marketing piece and truly cater towards people in this area. If you know if it's a more lower age bracket, younger age bracket, you want to focus on maybe something more enthusiastic, something with more colors. If it's an older age demographic, what I focus on is something maybe with more softer, what they call softer colors, which is blues, whites, something more calming. So your marketing matches and is more effective to those people. So I would recommend that you have your marketing match the demographic and the age and the income to those people. So you don't want to be pitching or selling high-end luxury mansions to people that are making $50,000 a year. Obviously, there's no market or match there. No, someone making $50,000 a year is not in the market to buy a $3.5 million home or townhouse. So you wouldn't send them a luxury real estate magazine. Doesn't make sense. But someone that's more looking for something more affordable or something that makes sense would work well. So that's what I would recommend when using this tool. Let's click back to the next step, which is what Julie and I spoke about before. I call it double down marketing. This is where we'll be retargeting clients online from your direct mail campaigns. This is a funny term I had, and I told this to Julie last time I spoke to her, which is legally stalk your customers. That sounds really creepy, kind of. I figured that after I made this slide, it maybe wasn't the best wording, and I'm not recommend or campaigning for peeping toms or some crazy person to stalk someone. I mean, as a business owner, how can I legally stalk that person and be in their face? And that's the point to this.
How can we be seen? How can we be found and seen? Right.
You're right. Exactly. That's the thing is the main thing when it comes to selling offline, online, is when the person is seeing you more and more, when you're in their face, they know what you're doing must be effective. They know that you're establishing credibility every time they see you. If it's on a Facebook newsfeed, if it's in their mailbox, if it's through an email, they see that, and then you will, with the law of numbers and the law of business, the more people that see your offer, the more people you have take action, the more money you make, those chances all increase. So you'll see higher conversions and sales when you use this double down marketing method. Julie, really quick, I'm getting a little bit of feedback again. Yeah, which is really strange.
I don't know why. But I can say, there is some echoing. How strange. I don't know why. We're both wearing headsets.
Okay. Yeah,
I do want to say that I'm fascinated by your term double. And I hope you emphasize why you called it double marketing.
Funny, right? So because and this is just a term that I use, and because this is the thing, right? Is and actually I use this. I'm not a huge gambler, but in card games and blackjack, when you double down, you can go ahead and put up a bet, and then essentially double your bet if you beat the dealer. So if you have a 10 or 11 typically, or some casinos allow you to do it regardless, which again, I'm horrible to give this analogy because I probably gamble the least amount of the male population in the world. And I've actually learned this just recently. So I coined the name from it, but you can double down your bet to go ahead and attract more money from your your cards, right?
Marketing.
So same concept where, but right here, you're not needing to double down. It's funny because I use this analogy because you can get double the response back from your marketing without having to actually come out of your pocket and spend double the amount of money on marketing. So I'll break this down here in the next few examples, but that's where that comes down from is you're able to double up your marketing from just spending an extra few cents. So if it's costing you 74 cents to send out a direct mail piece, why in the world wouldn't you spend another 3 cents to be in front of that customer's face 24/7? And it does make sense to do so then. So that's the reason why I call it to double down on your marketing and make a lot more money off your original marketing and truly leverage your marketing just with a few extra cents without needing to double down.
Marketing. Make more with your marketing
Yes.
dollar.
Right.
Make more money.
So with this spiked my online conversions over 300%. I mentioned that to you before. And again, these are my case studies. I'm not saying if you use this method, expect 300% more business. Again, but one thing I can say is that you will attract more business and you will see higher conversions. There's 3 simple steps in this exact method. The first one is you want to put a retargeting pixel on your website. Now, again, give some more backstory on this. I'm utilizing this with Facebook ads. So I'll show you the next slide, which will cover that more.
Just a pixel on your website?
Yes.
I love that.
So write these 3 things down. 1, put a retargeting pixel on your website. 2, build a retargeting ad. And then 3, begin increasing conversions and sales, which is the part that's the best part of the 3-step process. So you might be wondering, what's a pixel? So there's these advertising platforms such as YouTube, Facebook. They're great advertising platforms that allow you to leverage their already, and I wouldn't call it a customer base, it's their user base that are using their platform for entertainment purposes or whatever it is, if it's a social network or researching content. They have users that visit the website. So if it's on Google or Yahoo, or more commonly used is Facebook and YouTube. I mean, those are the fastest growing advertising platforms right now in the world because users are using them on a rapid rate every single day. I mean, Facebook has the most amount of users using them at one solid time, and it's crazy when you see the stats. People are on there for 3 to 4 hours a day.
Wow.
It's billions of people. So you have a huge customer base at your fingertips. So what you do is off these platforms that these users use, they provide a pixel, which is basically a fancy word for a chunk of code. And then you embed that chunk of code or pixel on your website. And this is in the background of it, the footer or the header. And no one can see it, but when someone clicks on this website, it then begins to track. And then it says, okay, Julie went to my website. It shows that. Now, the next time you log in on your Facebook account or the next time you watch a YouTube video, the pixel will communicate with that advertiser, which in this case, Facebook and YouTube, and then my ads will appear. So that's what I mean when you can legally stalk your customers because now you're following them, right?
That's amazing. I love this stuff. I mean, we can actually do what Google is doing, and
Exactly.
I mean, how many of you have seen? I don't know if I think most of our audience will have noticed this, but when you do a search for something on Google, all of a sudden, what you searched for is showing up on the side of every page.
Yeah, you're right.
You go to, and it's like, this is how we can do that. We can get in front of people. We can be seen.
And then you know what? You'll notice that. So have you ever been surfing on Amazon or eBay for stuff that you need? And then, for example, it's kind of annoys me. I was looking for a Elsa blanket for my daughter, right? She wanted an Elsa blanket. Frozen is a huge theme right now. And I looked for on eBay. And now every time I log into Facebook, I have these huge ads that want me to buy Elsa blankets. And I'm like, geez, stop.
It's not just stuff about the movie Frozen. It's specifically what you were looking for, blankets.
Exactly, yes.
About Frozen.
Yeah.
Brandon with the Frozen movie.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. So
That's
it's not just a
amazing.
blanket. They're going even further, and they're targeting frozen blankets, and it's like, wow. So anyways, this is the same concept. So here's two examples that I use, right? Here's an order form and that direct mail piece I showed you earlier. You can go to this website right here for Russell's book. You go to this website, and then the book campaign we've taken down since. But on the website, for example, or off the sales letter, here's the double down marketing. I've sent them my letter. Cost me 74 cents to do so. Now that person is on the letter. Like, you know what? Let me find some more information about this Ryan guy and this business. So then they go ahead and then they click on the website. Now, once they click on the website, they visit my website, and for some reason, they get distracted. You know how it is. I think they say the average person has 3 to 4 browsers open, so they get a Facebook message. Yeah, right, exactly.
Really?
No, I know, but they get distracted. Something happens, and for some reason, they get off your website. They come back to it, and now it doesn't make sense to them, so they click off of it. You know what? It looked cool, but just I'm over that. Well, now you can start your retargeting campaign, and then they start appearing these ads on their Facebook. So right here, so again, this is very targeted. So remember how I said I was helping local business owners as well as people that were looking to make money from home. So I was selling them. So I gave a story on how this business kit can help them attract more sales, leads, and buyers. And then for some reason, they clicked on the website, see more information, got distracted, and got off of it. Well, now, boom, this appears on their newsfeed. You forgot to order your business kit. They're probably saying, what? How the heck did he know that? And it says, wait, you forgot to get the business kit.
We're not being subtle here. It's like
yes,
we are following you around until you get what you wanted.
Exactly, exactly. And then I'm going to backtrack really quick just so people can make a mental note. So I track everything. So from these domain names to my offline sales letters, I put these codes in that are with buyer files and lists and dates that I do it.
So you can track where you're getting your results, right?
Exactly. So very important. One thing that I recommend, and I wish I had more time to go through this, is showing people how to properly track. And I do teach that, which I'll talk more information about. But that's very important. Because
don't worry, we'll have plenty of time for absorbing more of Ryan.
Yes, right. So, but that's very important. That's one thing I recommend, because if you're not tracking, you don't know what's coming in through where, and you can't scale. I mean, there's no possible way to scale a business if you're not tracking and seeing what's coming in from where. I'm spending 75 cents here to make $1.20 here. Now, how do I duplicate that process as much as possible? Oh, this list, I spent 75 cents and I made $4. How can I continue getting leads from that list? So anyways, it's very important that you track everything that comes in. Just a side note, and I think that's important, so I wanted to say that. But again, with your retargeting Facebook ad, nothing fancy, simple and to the point. I didn't actually, to humbly admit, I didn't hire a graphic artist. I'm sure, as you can tell, it's not the most fanciest graphic. I literally went into my Microsoft Word and put some text, used these arrows, and took a screenshot. And used that. That's my point. It took me 3 minutes and nothing fancy. I didn't have to go hire some graphic artist and get all complex.
Yeah, the point here is you can do this too.
Exactly, exactly. Just use a headline, which is you forgot to order your business kit. An image, which here's the photo of the business kit that they also see in their marketing, and then a call to action. Click on the image. So again, something very simple. Just get it out there, and this helped me increase conversions hugely. So this double down marketing method can be very impactful if you apply it to your business, and you can do it outside of other things as well. I recommend people doing this in their email marketing. So the cool part about it is Facebook allows you to get as advanced and technical as you want. So let's say the person went ahead and just clicked on the website. Now you can set up the same retargeting campaign for a conversion tracking, where you can go ahead and pay for a conversion from them viewing the website to buying on the order page. So setting up another pixel on the order page, you can do that through Facebook. You can go ahead and do it. Someone sends out an email for, oh, by the way, purchase this product. I have this awesome Skype product. I seen that you took interest in it. Buy it. Okay, they didn't. They clicked on the website. They got distracted, like everyone does. They leave it. Boom, Julie pops up in your newsfeed. oh, by the way, you forgot to order this. And you say, wow, she knows her stuff. I just want to see, this is cool. I just want to see what she has.
Right.
And you acquire more sales. So this is a way you can make money from local businesses. This is something that all local businesses are doing, right? And none of them are doing the double down marketing method. None of them. And the funny part is in my mailbox, every single weekend, I get 5, 10, 15 postcards, letters from local businesses saying, come to my restaurant. And you should say, you know what? How would you like to go ahead and double down on your marketing? And you just spent 55 cents to send out this postcard. Why don't you spend 4 more cents and be on this person's news feed? When a YouTube video advertisement pops up, you can have a quick 30-second video. Again, nothing fancy. I'm not saying to go hire Disney or Fox or some big Paramount Pictures to record some production. Just do a small little video that you can even make with softwares that are out there for as cheap as $20, $30. And you can be in front of your customer's face a lot more. And the funny thing is this is the first time I've seen this. I was in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I was looking, I just purchased a new vehicle. And in that process, I was looking at trucks and SUVs and Escalades and Hummers. And so they went ahead and seen what I was looking at from the pixel on the page of their website. I went onto YouTube to see something really quick, and boom, you want a truck SUV? And I was like, wow, this is the first time I've seen this, and I've been teaching this for about a year. Now, they probably didn't get it from me. I'm sure they've paid some company out of the Twin Cities a hefty 5-6 figure contract to do all their marketing for them. It's a huge car lot. But you can get a piece of that action. Go to your local businesses, the lawyers that are sending out their postcards, the CPA companies, the hair salons, the pizza shops, and say, listen, I want to help you grow your business, but also want to charge you for it. They'll be more than happy, trust me, to pay you. And as Julie knows, she works with business owners. They have the money to pay. So you're not having to chase after people that don't have money. And so it's really cool.
Right. They have the money to pay and they don't have the time to implement it. So guess what? They will pay you to do it.
Exactly. So really cool stuff, guys, here is I want to show you how to do this. You can use this to sell products and services locally. You can approach local businesses. You can help them attract more leads, buyers, and sales. You can make money using my cookie cutter every-door direct mail campaigns where I lay out campaigns for local businesses. So you just go ahead and copy paste and change a few words and a few logos and you're done. And I want to give you guys access to all this. I really do, because I think it's very important in growing your business, and doing it for yourself, your family is my passion. So I'm hoping that
Ryan,
you share the same.
This is just a really good stuff. It sounds so easy to implement, and I can't wait to get empower our audience to actually start using this.
Yeah.
I hear that you might actually have something special to offer our listeners, or am I
do. No, you're right.
This too soon?
No, you're right, 100%. And that's the cool part is I was talking to Ken, and I'm so thrilled with what World Love Week is doing, that I told Ken that I wanted to share something with his base of people that are getting involved with this and people that are watching this. And I want to do something really cool. Again, I was there. I get it. I was broke, didn't have any money, and I use these methods to make a lot of money. So I want to pass these methods on to everyone listening here. So I challenge you, use what you learned today in your own business. If you're looking to make money without having a product or service, you can definitely use these exact methods for affiliate marketing or helping local businesses. Remember, I told you guys how I used this with Russell Brunson's book campaign. That was an affiliate marketing campaign that I did. I mean, I'll be honest, I made money giving away a free book. You can do the same. You can make money promoting other people's stuff, but utilizing it in the same principles, same methods. So I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm doing. So like Julie just mentioned, I'm going to do something very special just for the people watching this right now through World Love Week, something I haven't done before. I'm going to give you a special offer that will walk you through every step that we just covered in great detail, A to Z. I'll show you how you can approach businesses and get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 out of them utilizing these methods. I want to show you exactly how you can promote your own products or services using this. I want to show you how you can promote affiliate products if you don't have a product or service yet. So I'm going to give you all this stuff. And anyone that does this with me today, I'm going to give a really cool fast action bonuses. I'm all about bonuses, and I think it's really cool. And I love incentivizing people that take action. And that's the thing that helped me grow my business from 3 figures.
Again. I love incentivizing
people that take action. Yes. People that take action, again, I think they're just really cool people. I mean, because I get it. I was there where I had 2 paths to take. I could either A, feel sorry for myself, find multiple jobs, or B, take action and figure out a way to make some money and having fun doing so without having to work 3 jobs. And thank God I found that path, and it worked out for me. So I want to show you the path that I took that did the same. So I'm going to give you something that I am charging right now for $249 to my existing buyer file. I'm doing inbound marketing through my same techniques that you guys seen on a case study that I used to promote Russell Brunson's book, the .com Secrets book. I'm going to give you my direct mail and online marketing campaign for Russell's book. Here's myself driving Ferraris in Vegas with Russell. He did it as a bonus for everyone for the top 15 that placed in his book promo. It was supposed to be 10, but he put it to 15. I was in the top 10 of his 25,000 book sales. And I'm going to give you the exact swipes I used. I'm going to give you the exact process that I used to make this money. I'm going to show you how to implement this with other affiliate promotions too. So say, you know what? Here's how I did it with Russell's book promo. Here's how you can do it with whoever it is else that's promoting stuff. So something very, very powerful in the affiliate marketing industry. And then the cool part is you can apply it to your own product services as well. Also, I'm going to give you, so that's just a bonus. Now here's a really, this is close to my heart because this product I created right after I made a ton of money, and it's a 3-volume series. And we talked about this a little bit before, and pretty much this book is a series of books. So volume 1 has several different books in it that I wrote basically. And one of them is very important. I mean, some people, if you want to skip over this, I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend reading every page 5 or 6 times. And that's the $1 Million Mindset. It's hard to truly achieve success, break limited beliefs, and scale any business in the wrong mindset. It's not just hard, it's impossible, in my opinion. So I go through that and what I do to get myself right mentally in order to achieve success, 5, 6, 7-figure success. I'm going to show you the importance of finding a good product, the stuff that I do all the time when promoting other products that make me a ton of money, 4 or 5, 6 figures. I'm going to show you a way to find the perfect product with the product research so you can make money doing so by selling. So again, all these things right here are something that I hold close to my heart because I charge a ton of money for this, and I only release it when people are willing to pay. In the business breakdown volume 2, which you'll also get in this package, you're going to find out how to perfect direct mail marketing. I'm going to show you the tracking and analytics. I showed you on that one sales letter that tracking number. Now that tracking number is very important because I track everything. If you're not doing tracking and analytics, it's almost impossible to go ahead and scale a business. I don't know how people do it because tracking and analyzing what's working is what helps you scale it to the next level. And then I have a whole series called the Follow-Up Fortune that I've included in the Volume 2 series that brought my business and grew it for an extra 40%. I show you exactly what I'm doing to follow up with clients. I talk about the double down marketing strategies. I talk about the methods that I do with email, phone, with my team that bring on tons of money on a daily basis from my follow-up fortune. Now, and the volume 3 is my Entrepreneur Insider. And then this right here is a great series and a great volume that I go over the secrets to discovering successful sales funnels. Now, a sales funnel is what helps take a thriving product to the next level. It helps take making some money to making a lot of money. And this is what I've learned with partners and people that are having huge amount of success, and I've implemented it, and again, exploded my business. I'm going to show you the exact methods to generating 6 to 7 figures, and also my $1 million tips and tricks. Now, I'm not just fluffing this up and saying, oh, this is stuff that I use, that these concepts I've thought about before, and you should be able to make some money with it. No, I'm pulling back the curtain, showing you exactly what I'm doing to produce this, so you can go ahead and, with my permission, copy what's working to produce the same results. So let's recap. You're going to get the fast action bonus with Russell Brunson's book case study. You're going to get my Business Builder Volume 1. That's packed with several different books basically in that one volume. The Business Breakdown Volume 2, which again is packed with several different courses that I've done into one volume. And then my Entrepreneur Insider Volume 3, which again is packed with several different courses packaged in one volume. So, and then also just as a bonus, I'm going to throw in my Phone Sales Made Easy, which again, if you're not selling over the phone, don't worry. I mean, it's a bonus, first of all. Second of all, you want to use the same concepts in no matter what it is that you're selling. One thing I've learned is no matter what you're selling or how you're selling it, it's the same fundamental principle and process. So you apply the same principles to email campaigns, to direct mail campaigns, to online marketing campaigns. You might not just be verbalizing it over the phone. You verbalize it through content and writing, or however it is you're selling it, video. So same as that concept you want to apply in all these different areas. So you get the fast action bonus, the Business Builder Volume 1, Business Breakdown Volume 2, Entrepreneur Insider Volume 3, the bonus Phone Sales Made Easy, and I sell this for over $1,546 to my people. That sounds amazing, right? Now you're going to get 3 live group coaching calls. This is going to break down what is working in my 3 volumes, in my 3-volume series, and I implement the strategies for you. I say, you know what, Julie, how can I help you scale your Skype business? Okay, let's do A, B, and C, apply it, and let's make money. So I truly want you to have success, and everyone listening to this. So this right here, for a 3 live coaching, I charge over $500. If you order 3 of them, you save $3 for $14.97. And I want everyone to have all this for a grand total of $3,043. So I'm going to give you my affiliate marketing case study for $249, my Business Builder, Business Breakdown, Entrepreneur Insider, the free bonus of Coaching Selling Made Easy, and that value right there alone comes to $1,297. Then the 3 group coaching calls comes to $3,043. So Julie, are you ready to buy at that price? Because I have great news. It's going to be a lot less than that. I told Ken I would do something special for World Love Week, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to charge half that. I'm not going to charge. I'm going to charge a fraction of what I typically get. And for $797, you're going to be able to access everything that I just mentioned. I'm going to give you this special discount for the price of $797. So I'm chopping off like $2,300. And I've never priced this offer so low. Again, there's a barrier of entry, and I want to make sure that you're serious. If I'm going to work with you, I need you to take action. And I believe we're going to do some payment options. If so, contact me. My email address is Ryan, RYAN, at advancedmarketinggroup.net. That's advancedmarketinggroup.net. ADVANCED, advanced, with a D, marketing, MARKETING, group, GROUP.net. And we can get you some special pricing. But more importantly, go to tpcourses.com/AMG right now and get this content-packed course and series and this coaching for literally a fraction of the cost that I charge to normally do this. I'm very excited to go ahead and do this with everyone. You know what? I'm going to jump on live real fast with Julie. So I go back to the Hangout, right, Julie? And just
stop the screen share. Okay, and I want to thank you while you adjust your lower third. And while you're doing that, I just want to thank you, Ryan, very much for this amazing content and the offer and the huge discount. Almost $340 $3,500 to $797 plus payment options, I understand. And you can find that deal at those payment options at tpcourses.com/AMG. Now, if you would just speak for a few minutes once you've
Yes.
got that tool
Can
bar
you hear
set
me?
up.
So you're
Yeah.
also stop the screen share.
Stop the screen share.
I
Yeah.
stopped it. Yes.
And
So
we
guys,
got it ready.
yes.
Good.
Thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate everyone's time. And my goal is that you're able to take this training and walk away with some golden nuggets. I mean, I broke down my 7-figure business to you. I showed you what I'm doing to generate over $30,000 in a 5-day period. So again, this is stuff that's close to my heart because it impacted my life on a huge way. My family's life, we're able to truly thrive in the economy and through everything that's going on through what I'm teaching. So go ahead to tpcourses.com/AMG. You can easily finance it on a credit card or purchase it outright. But however it is, owe it to yourself to go ahead and take this next step. I know Julie's going to be a part of it. She's going to be live she's going to create a Skype group for everyone that's in live.
Right.
We're gonna have
You gave away my bonus.
Oh,
Yeah, I have an unannounced bonus.
yes.
The first time we did this, he didn't even know. So yeah, with Ryan's agreement, I am happy to provide a Skype community, a mastermind for the people who purchase this course, to allow you to have access to Ryan and myself and to help you actually implement and have access to us on Skype if that's something you'd like to do. So that's my bonus I'd like to add. And Ryan, do you think that's a good idea?
I do. I thought that was genius when you mentioned that originally, and I was very pleased that you were going to do that. I'm thankful for that. So, guys, we're real excited. I mean, again, it's tpcourses.com/AMG. Feel free to email me with any questions. That's ryan@advancedmarketinggroup.net. And guys, thank you so much for your time. I mean, I'm humbled and I thank you for being able to be here in my office, working with you guys and showing you what's working. So thanks again.
Thank you, Ryan. It was such an honor meeting you and getting to know you and what you do. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Thank you so much again. That means a lot.
I have one more question for you.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
What's the question?
I believe in love. Do you?
Oh, I sure do. Yes. I believe in love. Do you? And on behalf of World Love Week, thank you, Ken. Guys, have a great day.
And I want to invite everybody, the very last PPPS here, as we go offline here, is I want to invite everyone to come to the Totalpreneur World Love Week Skype room and join us so that you can meet all of the experts and make more love in the world through your business.
For sure, guys. Go ahead. After you go to tpcourses.com/AMG, make sure you go to see everyone else's presentations. I got a sneak preview. They're great. And just take full advantage of what Ken's doing. So thanks again, guys.
And we'll see you again at tpcourses.com/AMG to find Ryan's amazing offer. And again, you have a great trip to your next big city. I know you're taking off tonight, Ryan.
I am. Yes, I'm actually leaving the office right now to go home for 20 minutes to grab a luggage and then jump on a flight. So thanks again, Julie. Appreciate it.
Have a great flight.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.